Hello and welcome. Welcome to Couple of Instigators. Today I've got Jen and Donny is going to help me instigate. Donny, pronounce your last name because I'll annihilate it.
Meacham. It's
Meacham.
Southern white trash.
I tell you, I'm terrible with names, and it's terrible. I'm the last person that should be hosting any comedy shows, but I do. And I literally have to memorize the names the whole week, just one name before I get on stage, because I will butcher it, and then that comedian will have my head. So
I don't remember the people's names that I sleep with, so I think that's probably a little worse.
It's, yeah.
You actually know them when you go into it, which happens to be my issue a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's tough. But anyway, so Jen is coming to us from Toronto, as everybody knows, and Donny is in the heart of New York City, right?
Yeah, living here in Brooklyn, where Brooklyn's even got it worse than parts of Manhattan do. So
what happened, Donny? You were supposed to head down south, weren't you originally?
Yeah, I was gonna head down south. My family, I love them. God love them. But also I'm not crazy about spending, a ton of time with them. And but I was going to head down there right as soon as we shut down. I bought a ticket, round trip, $18. So I was like, I'm going to do this. Well, then the news came out. So I blame CNN and all that news, because then my family called and was like, look, we love you, but you guys got it real bad up there, so we don't want you to bring it down here.
Yeah.
Went down there.
Yeah, but now it's like they're the ones that have opened back up, and the cases, luckily though, we never understand any of this because the cases there seem to be dropping. I think I'm going to actually go down, not next week, but the week after next, and I'm actually going to drive down so it make them feel a little better. So it's literally just me. I'm in a car. It only takes 13 hours. So I just zoom right through the 6-7 states that there are and make it easier for everybody.
That's good. You're in an apartment in New York?
I'm in an apartment. It is, I want to say, 300 square feet.
And there's how many of you there?
There's 3 of us now.
Wow.
If you listen to Taylor's show, you've heard me talk about the roommate's boyfriend. He has officially moved in. Because he got laid off, but change of events, so our lease ends end of June. They are moving to Long Beach, California.
Wow.
So I let him move in because I felt bad because he got laid off as well. So, and then I was like, all right, well, if we can split this rent some way, it'll be nice. But it's just hard because there's 3 people. It's 300 square feet. That's
100 square feet per person.
Yeah, we're literally on top of each other.
Do you get to go out much? What's it like on the streets? Like,
this is what's weird is I know I watch the news just like everybody else does, and we hear about New York City. Oh, there's thousands of people dying a day. You walk out on the street. I've only gone in probably 3 months. I've gone maybe a 3 to 4 block radius. I haven't left my 3 to 4 block radius. I haven't gotten on the subway. I haven't done any of that. But I'll walk around the block. We have a park that's only 2 blocks away from me. So I'll walk to the park. You wouldn't even know something was going on. You walk on the street. All you see everyone has a face mask, which is normal, what we're supposed to be doing now. But other than that, it's people going about the business. I go to the grocery store. And people are just, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? All right, stay safe. That's it. But we're not out of toilet paper. We're not out of anything. It's really wild because you hear it on the news. And my mom is always like, oh, everybody's dying. You need to get out of there. And I'm like, Mom, if you literally look out the window, it's like there's nothing going on. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever lived through.
That's nuts.
Yeah. I think that a lot of the death toll has been nursing homes, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. But the number of nursing home deaths is like over 20,000 of the all-around number, which is a huge percentage. Mm-hmm. The nursing homes here in where I am have been ravaged. A friend of mine lost her stepfather. My landlord at work, his father just tested positive in a nursing home Friday. He's 92. 20 people tested positive and just 6 employees at this one nursing home, and I've been like, I have a friend who works in Jersey, and works for LabCorp. She's like the vice president. So I was going to ask her, like, what do you think that is? Because at work, we're all still working, Donnie. There's 15 of us crammed in this little teeny kitchen. I'm out and about delivering all day. We're seeing customers, coming in and out, and none of us have gotten sick. What the hell is going on with these nursing homes? Like, it's insane.
The majority of is nursing homes here as well. Today, I read yesterday, it was 80%. I looked it up. I think it's closer to 60 to 70 though. And that's all the deaths here that have been. The problem is, at least here, PSWs are not paid great. So they're working various jobs. So they might be working in 2 or 3 homes or a couple homes, plus they're still seeing like residents in their home. And it's all that face-to-face. That's what's making it spread so quickly here.
Yeah.
Me and sent all the PSWs home because they're getting sick, and they have the army in running the long-term homes.
Yeah, I mean, I just find these numbers like insane with these nursing homes. And I'm guessing maybe just the slightest infection, because the elderly can't fight it off. They just get sick. But I don't know. The whole nursing home thing is mind-boggling to me, because you know what? Those same with the meat packing plants, Donnie. What the hell?
I know.
It's like insane.
This is what defies all logic is. So this past Wednesday, me, my roommate, and his boyfriend, we all went to City MD. We went and got tested for the antibodies and the active test. So the test right now, if you have it, this is what drives me crazy. Is they're like, people's like, oh, there's no testing. No, we walked right in. It took 10 minutes from door enter to exit. All 3 of us done.
There's testing now. Now you can get it anywhere.
A penny.
Yep.
What's the test like? I've heard it hurt.
It's not that it hurt. It was just the guy was like, all right, breathe. And then he just shoves the thing up your nose. It takes literally 0.1 second. And it's just like, boop, boop. And then you're like, well, that was weird. Something just went right up my nose. But it was in and out. It was quick, easy. But the thing that doesn't make any sense is, so I and the roommate tested negative, but the roommate's boyfriend tested positive.
For COVID or antibody?
For COVID antibodies, meaning he had been exposed to it. But it doesn't make sense because it's neither me or the roommate had been exposed to it, but yet the boyfriend's lived here in the apartment since all this happened. It's just like, how does that...
Really? Since it happened?
Yeah, well, yeah, basically for a year and a half.
I have to take notes about this for my friend who's the doctor that I'm going to be podcasting with. So let me tell you this one. So another bizarre thing, Donnie, but well, it's not bizarre. It's people know. People were getting sick in January and February. Some as far back as December swear they had it, okay? They're like, I had every symptom. They didn't know what I had. I had a friend who was in and out of the hospital twice in February with the lung thing, the whole blah, blah, blah. Because her wife has access to these antibody tests. They got them a while ago. They were both deathly ill. Neither of them had the antibody. So that they did not have COVID, but they were so sick. So there's two big things were going around besides COVID. Everybody else was getting this lung thing, or the antibody tests are not correct at all.
That's what I'm wondering. If the friend got either a false positive that he did have them, or you guys got false negatives that you guys really have the antibodies.
I think
that you don't.
But I wonder if he would. Do you remember him? Does he remember being sick, Donnie, and as far back as December?
Well, what is weird is, so in February, I was like your friends. I was deathly ill for 5 days. I went to the hospital. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do anything. The doctor prescribed me all the same medication that they were prescribing people now. And I had a cough for probably 3 weeks. And then my roommate, though, back in March, he was sick for 2 weeks. And he couldn't go to the doctor because he teleconferenced with the doctor. And the doctor was like, look, you probably have it. Don't come in because basically we don't have room for you. so you're going to quarantine here in your apartment, and which is fine. But then the boyfriend, he felt ill for maybe half a day. And so he's like, didn't feel at all, literally half a day. And other than that, because we were questioning him, we're like, well, did you feel sick any other time? He's like, no, it's bizarre because he was the only one that didn't feel sick, and yet he's the only one who tested positive.
So, yeah, I mean, so much of this is just so bizarre. Like you would think, yeah,
it defies logic.
I know, it certainly does, you know, and it kind of throws a wrench in, because I have so many people that I know that were so sick, and they were like, oh, I probably already had it. And they, you know, and the hell they didn't. Shit, you know. Then my friend Brenda was like, are you kidding me? I didn't have it. And she has rheumatoid arthritis. So when she gets sick, she's like, COVID will just like, she's like, I think no. She did not have it.
Do you think it's become a badge of honor? Like, I feel like everybody's like, oh, I had it. Oh, I for sure had it. Like, I almost feel like it's becoming the new cool thing to be able to say,
yeah,
like,
wow.
And like everybody you turn, oh, I'm sure I had it. I know I had it. Like,
well, I feel sure I haven't had it. I have not, knock on wood, been sick in a long, long time.
Either.
During this whole thing, I was traveling, I was on plane, you know, and nothing. I've been working throughout the whole thing. I don't know. The whole, you know what? You can get the antibody test here pretty simple. I might just do it for the heck of it, you know, because it's pretty simple now.
Yeah, and for us, it was just a peace of mind, really. And I was like, because then I can go home to my family and I could feel a little better being like, all right, guys, I got the antibody test. I didn't have it. I actively do not have it now. And I'm still not going anywhere because I'm just cooped up in this apartment. So
yeah,
just, if anything, it's a peace of mind. And back to what Jennifer was saying about people wanting to have it, I think it's like an ignorance is bliss type thing to where they want to have already had it. So again, it's a peace of mind of like, I already had it, so hopefully I won't be able to get it again. Because now I'm like, well, shit, I didn't have it. So if I go out and I go back to work, am I going to be super susceptible because I didn't have it before? So now I might be the first one who gets it.
Yeah, and what sucks, Donnie, is that you were so freaking sick and you still didn't have it. That's what my friends were pissed about.
I think he froze.
There he goes.
So are you, Donnie, what's grocery shopping and stuff like there? Are you guys still able to get everything? Like here it's sparse, it's hit or miss. Like dairy and meat seem to be okay. Canned stuff and like rice and pastas, baking are impossible.
For the first month, things were like sold out everywhere. And then places around me, because New York is very weird. Their grocery stores are few and far between. And luckily, I live in Bed-Stuy, which is so gentrified right now to where we'll say it's all white people moving in. And so they actually built a grocery store close to my apartment, and we would go there and things would be sold out. But then we also realized meat coming in was just astronomical. For like 4 hamburger patties, right now you're paying about $12.
Same here.
It's like, I mean, so
same here.
It's awful. And not only are we down, but also we can't afford to, I'm not paying $12 for, ground beef.
This is when you become a vegetarian.
It's wild.
It's so expensive. All the groceries here have skyrocketed too. It's insane.
But Jennifer, there in Canada, I know that you guys actually took it really serious, and you still are. Are things loosening up at all?
As of yesterday, this is a long weekend for us. As of yesterday, they opened up all the provincial parks and stuff just for day use. Stores and everything are still just curbside delivery, save for like Walmart and groceries. Anything else, greenhouses opened. As of tomorrow, like vet offices are opening for anything like outside of emergency, like just regular visits and stuff. But like I work in an office and I'm still home. I don't know how much longer. I actually thought we might go back this week, but we haven't heard anything. So far we're still